The whole Ebonics controversy, believe it or not, begins in 1954 with Brown versus the Board of Education that overturned the landmark Supreme Court decision of Plessy versus Ferguson. That case, of course, was the one that established a separate but equal philosophy. Brown versus Board effectively outlawed segregation, even though it would take at least 10 years, definitely more, before the segregation would actually end in schools. Following Brown versus the Board is the 1973 birth of the term Ebonics from the linguist Robert Williams. Ebonics was a combination of the words ebony and phonics, and he used it to describe the way blacks spoke in America. Following in this chain of events is actually Lau versus Nichols, where a group of Chinese students sued, and the Supreme Court decided that any student that did not speak English as a primary language qualified for extra help under the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Following this chain of events is MLK Elementary versus Ann Arbor, which happened in 1979. The court decided, under the precedence of Lau versus Nichols, that students who spoke Black English or Ebonics or Afro-American English qualified for extra help, again under the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Now, the modern Ebonics controversy began in 1996 when the Secretary of Education objected to Oakland School District's attempt to use Ebonics in the classroom. They were attempting to use it in the same way that happened in MLK Elementary v. Ann Arbor. However, in 1997, Congress responded when Representative Peter King refused to provide federal funding for Ebonics programming. The representatives and senators debated the issue and scheduled follow-up hearings, but never actually held them. And effectively, Congress forgot about the entire Ebonics controversy, which leads us to the present day. Ebonics is still a hotly debated topic among linguists, whether it's a dialect or a language. However, at this point, it is out of the public spotlight and out of the educational spotlight in the same way that it was in 1996 when Oakland tried to push the issue and actually create a educational curriculum around Ebonics education.